What is the sugar cane? Cane is a semi-perennial crop. This means you can cut it several times, one per year. When the production is delivered, we provide rehab work, which is destined to preserve the environment and ensure a good amount of harvest for next year. The tip of the cane and the hay that is left after the harvest is gathered together with a tractor, McCormick, and a razor to put it together in rolls of approx 300 kilograms, which are used as fuel at the factory. In order to have a good harvest, we need to have the biggest number of sprouts per stump, which with good care and nutrition become grinder stalks. We make a mechanical reboot, with which we assure that the new production begins its development from a much solid and strong soil. We pass a harrow in the furrows, exposing the soil to the sun and the open sky to have a healthy and free of plagues crop. When the trucks and the machinery used to cut the cane pack the soil with a McCormick 125 tractor, we loosen the layer on the subsoil feed to plow about 65 centimeters. We step 2 steps forward in each furrow in order to develop a better crop. At the end of this work, we start the first water irrigation. The equipment is from Maine. With a central pivot, we cover a great amount of soil. This is called sprinkling. This way, we can cover efficiently 4 hectares of soil per each position. Once humidity allows us to enter the soil, we begin our first cultivation and we apply natural fertilizer. This helps us in having a free of plague crop. Before humidity evaporates completely, we apply a second sprinkle because the cane needs a stress-free environment, good humidity levels, good nourishment, in order to have a uniform development and a good efficiency. If the weather allows and if the crop requires, we perform 5 more sprinkles. We provide 3 harvests, and alternating this, we keep the weeds out of the cane by cleaning them by hand with a machete. We keep the aisles clean to have a full control of the cane and its crops. TANQUINEL plant is located in Hedionda-Tanlajas Township in San Luis Potosí, Mexico. It is mainly dedicated to process sugar cane to produce piloncillo, also known as brown sugar in solid presentation. TANQUINEL plant aims to benefit hundreds of families from the native Huasteca communities who intended their sugar cane production to the elaboration of handcrafted brown sugar. It looks to gather the production of sugar cane from over 15 communities of the zone. This being translated to provide new job opportunities to strengthen the economy and improve life conditions of these producers and their families. Preparation. Once the cut of raw materials is done, the next step is to recollect the already cut cane and send it to the mill. Shredding. This action is done by mechanical blades for the purpose of cutting the cane in little pieces to help the mill have a much better efficiency. Extraction is done by the compression of the cane in cylinders called masas, put in horizontal position in series of 3. With this operation, you can get 2 different products. The main product is the raw juice, and as the residue is the wet chaff. Pre-cleaning. It consists in eliminating the solids and the thick material that comes out of the meal in the cane juice. The goal is to eliminate the presence of precursors that could damage the color of the piloncillo, and also is to reduce consume of chaff in the juice evaporation and to maintain the quality of the juice without fermenting. The material that is mainly retained by precipitation is the soil, mud, sand, and particles of wax and chaff. Clarification. This stage has the goal to eliminate the solids in suspension, chaff, sand, leaves, etc. Colloidal substances, soluble solids, and some pigments. Evaporation and concentration. In this process, the heat is used to change the stage of the water from liquid to steam, eliminating close to 90% of the water. This way, we enhance the initial content of the soluble solids up to the point we obtain the piloncillo. At this point, you reach temperatures from 110 degrees to 118 degrees centigrades approximately. Plucking. The exact temperature we obtain piloncillo is between 118 to 125 degrees Celsius, with a percentage of solids between 88 to 92 degrees Brix. It is all determined by consistency, color, and density of the molasses. The final temperature depends, in order of importance, by the Brix of the molasses, the height above sea level, and how pure the molasses are. Shaken. In this stage, all the molasses are shaken once they have reached the piloncillo point and have been taken out of the burner, with the objective of changing the texture and structure and allowing them to lose their adherence capability when mixing air to the molasses. The saccharine crystals expand, they acquire porosity, and when it's cold, it takes the compact solid characteristic. Molding. In this stage is when the piloncillo is shaped. Once it has dropped the temperature, there are different presentations: square, round, chocolate peel, pre-cut, granulated, package, and storage. To keep the piloncillo in good conditions for a relatively long time, we have to take in consideration the different factors that took place during the crop and the benefit of the cane, and there are variables such as storage and package.
Con este ingenio, pues sí nos beneficia mucho, porque ya no vamos a hacer el piloncillo de antes. Ahora tenemos que sembrar y cuidar, limpiar toda esa caña, y ya en el momento que esté en el punto de corte, pues vamos a vender con ese ingenio.
Kalase si ata pulik esto chances de beneficio tanto para la familia, tanto ya vas que esto osna chicken, and some assistant sayar chicken, hotel chicken, and coyote o tichar. A la gente que esto es que no directamente hacer si ata public no.
Pues en la planta, pues de hecho hay posibilidad de que nos den trabajo. Más que nada, pues es un bien para nosotros también.